What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another video, and in this episode we're going to be going over the Bruins versus Panthers Game 1 recap of the Stanley Cup Finals Round 1, and man, oh man, what a game it was. Crazy stuff, bodies being thrown around, sweet passing, great goals, good goaltending play from both ends, and one team just a little bit more dominant than the other, and in this case it is the Boston Bruins. But before we do get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It does help out with the YouTube algorithm as well, which does help out the channel grow and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the game. And this was definitely the more exciting of the two early games here on ESPN. Bruins Panthers, taking a look at the stats right now on the screen. They kind of explained the game, I'd say, a little bit. There were some certain points in the game where the Panthers did look the better team. Shots, honestly, were not as close as they say they were throughout the game. Panthers outshot the Bruins 32-29, but for a moment in time there, the Panthers were out shooting the Bruins by a solid 15 shots, and were kind of dominating that second period, also heading into the third, but they just weren't able to get the puck in the back of the net behind Allmark. The Bruins defense played very solid, I thought, throughout the game, and getting that early goal on the power play, on the power play from David Pastrnak was a huge boost. I think the fans really did help out the Bruins. I think in this game you could tell they were a little nervous out of the gate, but once they got that goal, things did start to tumble downhill a little bit. Panthers were able to get things going after a while, but the Bruins did come out on top. But again, stats, faceoffs, pretty even, 52-48. Power plays, 1 for 2 for the Bruins, 0 for 2 for the Panthers. I think the Panthers could have used a power play goal to maybe shake things up and get them a little bit closer in this one. It was a hit fest, 44-43 in favor of the Panthers. 20-16 were block shots, and then giveaways, pretty even, 15-12. Taking a look at player stats, Duclair -2 of note. Barkov was pretty quiet, I thought, throughout this game. I didn't really notice him too much out there. He did have a couple of nice plays behind the net, working the puck out front or to the point for some shots. Ekblad played very solid in this game, as he typically does. Honestly, the penalty earlier in the game, it was the first one of the Bruins that they didn't score on. They scored on the second one, but I thought it was a very soft call. But he played incredible throughout the game. He had the second most amount of ice time, I was about to say most, for the Panthers, besides Montour on the back end, which I honestly thought Montour was a little quiet, not a lot of shots on net. I thought the Bruins did a good job suppressing him with his offensive output that he brings for the Panthers, which could be a bad thing throughout this series if the Bruins are able to consistently do that. I know the Bruins were also missing Bergeron in this game, so getting him back hopefully by Game 2 or Game 3 for the Bruins' sake will help them out, suppress that as well. Tkachuk played very solid, I thought. Is one of the bright spots throughout the game, and the actual goal scorer for the Florida Panthers as well. Kind of a bad giveaway by Orlov on the wall. I think he thought somebody was cutting through the middle, but it was Matthew Tkachuk for the Panthers, who made a nice little play in behind the defense. Leon, he had the soft goal that he let up for Marchand. Other than that, he did make a bunch of good saves throughout the game for the Florida Panthers, so I wouldn't press the panic button right now if you are a Panthers fan. There's still a lot of series left in this one, but I think in order to stay in the series, they will need to win the next game in Boston, which will be a tough one. But now talking about the Bruins, man, oh man, they played great. Throwing the body around, really dominating out there. Again, certain points of the game, they were just being heavily outshot. It's not like they weren't skating or getting many chances. They just weren't shooting the puck when they should have been. There were a couple 2-on-1 opportunities with Frederick and Taylor Hall, where Hall probably should have just shot the puck. Goalie was anticipating the pass. Leon was anticipating the pass, and Taylor Hall probably should maybe get a little fake after the first time that it happened, made a great save, fake it, then shoot it, or just hit him with a quick shot instead of the slide over for the 1T, which, again, goalie was reading very well. team, man, Zaka played a great game. He had one goals, 1 assist throughout. I know Krejci played very well, 1 goal, 1 assist. 1 assist for 1 point. Bertuzzi played very well, dishing the puck, throwing the body around. He had 2 assists on the day. Marchand with the goal. DeBrusque with the goal that was laying on top the goaltender's pad, shoveling that into the net. Pasternak played very well for also the amount of abuse he took throughout the game, getting just absolutely plastered on some plays. But overall, I'd say the all-stars of this game were the Boston Bruins defense. They played very solid, keeping the Florida Panthers at bay. I know the Panthers aren't crazy goal scorers, but I thought they did a great job against Tkachuk, a great job against Montour. Some other players of note, Barkov, they kept pretty suppressed. Duclair, Colin White, Lindell, Verhaeghe. Overall, I thought the Bruins did a very good job with that. And Ullmark between the pipes, 969 save percentage. Very, very good stuff. Only saved 29 out of 30 shots. So very good for him. Orlov was very noticeable tonight. He was very active offensively and in the D zone, other than that bonehead play that ended up in the back of his net. I thought he played very well. McAvoy, very good, needs to clean up the penalties. I know he took that little cross-checking penalty that he was like, what'd I do? He cross-checked the guy right on the hip line, sent him into the boards. You can't be doing that in the playoffs, considering also you are an assistant captain. So he needs to just clean that up. Lindholm looked very good. Clifton was very active, throwing the body around, and you will be seeing him do that throughout the series. My prediction for the next game, I still think the Bruins are going to come away with a victory. The Panthers need to find a way to maybe steal one in overtime, maybe like a 3-2, 4-3 type game. But I do think the Bruins will come away with a 4-2 victory with an empty netter in Game 2. But it will be interesting to see this series develop, and if Tkachuk gets nasty and bodies are being thrown around, Marchand gets into his usual antics, and if Bergeron can come back and be the Bergeron that we know he can be. So should be fun. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments if you think something similar. Who do you think is going to win this series? Drop a like on this video if you guys did enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new and want to stick around for some more videos like this. We'll be doing every series, so stick around for that. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.